The heat sheets for the 50 metres butterfly and the 800 freestyle are now being posted on the wall. There's one set by the exit to the changing rooms and one down by the diving board on the left-hand side. Warm-up, there's 3 minutes warm-up left at most. Clear the pool now, please. Clear the pool. Warm-up is over.
So a warm welcome back then here to the K2 in Crawley for the final session of the Swim England South East Region Long Course Masters Open competition. It has been a very fun weekend. Hope you've had a great time, because we have here at the K2 in Crawley. A massive thank you once again to the team here at the K2 home of Crawley swim team for allowing us to use their facilities. It has been a massive help and we do really appreciate it. If you're watching us on the live stream, a very warm welcome back to you. Hope you've been with us for parts or all of the weekend, let's hope. We have 3 events to cover this afternoon before we head home for the weekend. We start off with the open 50-metre butterfly. We have 7 heats in all in that. We then move on to the female 50-metre butterfly, where we have 6 heats there. And then we'll end the weekend with 10 heats of the mixed 800-metre freestyle. A quick reminder to everybody in venue as well that heat sheets are going to be posted on the wall. And if you do collect some medals today, please make sure that you do so as close to the end of the session or before the end of the session as possible. As I say, it really does help us and it helps you as well. You're not having to wait in the queue. So there you go. Before we do get underway, I do want to say a massive shout out and ask everybody here in the K2 Crawley to please give a round of applause to all of our officials and volunteer officials and also all of our event makers as well. They have been absolutely outstanding giving it their time throughout the weekend, so please do show your appreciation. Thank you very much indeed. So then for the final time this weekend, let's introduce our officials. First of all, would you please welcome our lead referee, as he has been all weekend. Please welcome once again, John Tripp. Introduce the rest of our referee team. Would you please welcome Peter Roycroft. And also please welcome Dennis Vick. And finally, our 2 starters for this afternoon's session. First of all, would you please welcome Elizabeth Barr. And also please welcome Martin Lewis. So we are all set to go then for our final session of the Swim England South East Region Long Course Masters competition. It is event 22. It is the open 50-metre butterfly. And here we go then with heat 1 coming up.
Testing. This is a test start. Take your marks.
Take your marks.
And so we are underway with the first of our 7 heats in event 22, the open 50-metre butterfly. Looks like Keith Parkin of Barnet Cockfield might have the early advantage. Also with him there, Alistair Gibb as well. Coming into it a little bit is Paul Reynolds of Feversham potentially as well, but looks like it's going to be Alistair Gibb and Keith Parkin who will be fighting this heat out for the win as we enter the closing stages. Very tight between the pair. As we get moving here, it's going to be pretty tight on the touch, but it might just be Alistair Gibb who gets there. Keith Parkin coming back strongly though. Good start to the day and good start to the afternoon session. Looks like Keith Parkin does get there just by 0.01 seconds ahead of Alistair Gibb. Very tight there for the first and second. Third place will go to Paul Reynolds. Gabriel Kenchington will come home in 4th, and Paulie Conway comes home in 5th. As we have our official result for heat number 1. Posted out for heat number 2.
Take your marks.
The last then of our sprint races for the weekend. It is the 15th metre butterfly, female still to come. And let's have a look at this one then in heat 2. Looks like in the middle there it is Steve Greenfield who has the early advantage. Also going with him is Louis Martin in 6. Sean Herdman Grant as well is not far behind in 8. And also coming quite strongly there in lane number 3 is Philip Disley as we enter the closing stages. Looks like it's going to be Steve Greenfield who will take the win in this one, but Sean Disley's not too far away either as well. Let's see what happens. Philip Disley might get there if a third he does. It's actually Sean Herdman Grant who does get the win in a time of 34.428. Official result declared for heat 2. Here's heat 3.
Take your marks.
Heat number 3 then is underway. Last to rise is Alejandro Arno as well, may have the early advantage. Miles Hamden as well in lane number 7 going quite well, as is also in lane number 8 Gary Beecher. Also going quite well in lane number 3 is Edward Heel, is about falling with a chance here as we enter the closing stages. Alessandro Arno may just still have that advantage. Edward Heel starting to come there as well as we enter the final 5 metres. Alessandro Arno looks like he's going to get the touch, and he does do at a time of 30.78. Edward Heel comes home second. Alan Parkins in lane number 4 comes home third. Official result declared for heat 3, time for heat 4.
Take your marks.
Underway then in heat number 4. Looks like again the early advantage might down be in lane number 7 with Benjamin Titchener. He might just have that early advantage, but also coming back there is Ian Stott of Teddington who might be coming into it as well. 4 in a line now with Sean Friend and Clyde Benson as well getting involved, and don't rule out as well Andrew Squires in 8 as we enter the closing stage. Is going to be very, very tight. Looks like it's Clyde Benson who may just have the advantage now. Going to be tight on the touch, but it will be Clyde Benson who does get there in time with 29.97 seconds. First time at 30 for the day. Ian Stott comes home second with Sean Friend in third. Official result declared for heat 4. Here's heat 5.
Take your marks.
The heats keep coming thick and fast. It is lane number 4, Matt Berger, who may have the slight advantage early doors, but also going well down there in lane number 8 is Alistair Garmedia as well, Wide and Waves, and now making a move as well, trying to, this is Luke Hardy of Teddington. As we enter towards the closing stages, don't rule out as well Abe Belchingham over there in lane number 1, who's going quite well. As we enter the final 5 metres, it's all going to be on the touch. It looks like it's going to be Abe Belchingham who does get that touch, and he does. Luke Hardy comes home in second place with Matt Berger coming home in third. There's the official result for heat 5. Here's heat 6.
Take your marks.
Start there from Jason Richardson in 7 and also Martinus Marks in 8. They have the first two to show, if you like. Thomas McLean as well from Otter as well is getting very much involved in lane number 3. But it is all about Jason Richardson at the moment as we enter towards the closing stages. Richardson still has that advantage, but now coming strong is Thomas McLean as we enter the final 5 metres. It's going to be very, very tight on the touch, but it looks like it's going to be Jason Richardson who does get there just in front of Thomas McLean. Martinus Marks goes home in 3rd, with Conor Lowry in 4th. There's the official result for Heat 6. Time for our 7th and final heat.
Let's go, mate! Let's go, mate! Take your marks.
Our 7th and final heat then of the open 50-metre butterfly. Starting off quite strongly there is Brad Price from GB Police. He is the fastest qualifier for this and is starting to show, but coming quite strongly is Matthew Brooks as well from Tower Hamlet. These two trying to take it away from everybody else in the field as we enter towards the closing stages. Brad Price has about a half a body length lead and looks like he's going to maintain that lead all the way towards the touch. It's going to be Brad Price who does get there in a time of 25.63, just ahead of Matthew Brooks in 2nd. It's William Roberts coming home in 3rd. There's the official result for heat number 7, and that concludes event number 22, the open 50-metre butterfly. We're about to move on to event number 23. It is the female 50-metre butterfly, 6 heats all in this. Here we go then with heat number 1.
Take your marks.
On to the first of our 6 heats then in the female 50-metre butterfly, the last sprint race of the weekend. And early advantage in this heat goes to Alison Gwynn there of Mid-Sussex. There's a Fluss as well, not too far behind in 2nd. Also there as well, Beverly McKenna of Hemel Hempstead. Those are the top 3 at the moment. Diana Grote in 4th, and McKenna in 5th place. But looks like it is Alison Gwynn and Nisa Fluss who will be fighting this win out between the two of them as we enter towards the closing stages. Looks like Alison Gwynn and Nisa Fluss are going pretty much lined together. Maybe Nisa Fluss might just be ahead right now as we enter towards the touch. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Nisa Fluss, who does get home in a time of 50.12 seconds. Alison Gwynn comes home in 2nd place. Beverly McKenna will come home 3rd. Diana Grote will come home 4th. And Kira Ann McKenna will come home in 5th. There's the official result for heat number 1. Time for heat 2.
Take your marks.
Racing then for heat number 2. Early advantage potentially looks like in number 8, lane number 8, so that's Kate King. Also going quite well there in lanes number 4 and 5, Tracy Martin and Viv Jones. And they're trying to go with Kate King, our leader, has the advantage. So from the start, looks like she will maintain that here as we come towards the closing stages. Don't rule out Tracy Martin though, getting a little bit closer down there in 4. As we head towards the final 5 metres, it's going to be pretty tight. Tracy Martin might have just taken it up here. As we enter the closing stages, it will go to Tracy Martin in a time of 42.91. Kate King comes home second, Susan Proctor in third, and the Fowler is in fourth.
Go, Nick! Go, Nick!
As there is the official result for Heat 2. Here's Heat 3.
Take your marks.
Heat 3 then off and running. So, looks like it might be Jennifer Zipper-O'Donnell of the Metropolitan Police who has the advantage there in lane at number 6. Also going well in lane at number 8 is Lucy Young. Elizabeth Tarr as well of Teddington is starting to go with them as well. And don't rule out Sarah Meads as well in lane number 5 who's starting to come. So it is Jennifer Zipper-O'Donnell who does lead the way until we enter the closing stages. Looks like it will be Zipper-O'Donnell who does get the touch, and she will do in a time of 36.55 seconds. Elizabeth Tarr comes home second. Third place goes to Sarah Meads. Official result declared for Heat 3, time for Heat 4.
Take your marks.
So the fourth of our 6 heats underway. Once again, Curtis maybe down there in lane number 8 with the early advantage. Katrina Black as well coming back there in lane number 6. So far away as well as Alice House and Rose as well. Those three trying to pull away a little bit now from the field, but also coming very strongly in lane number 3 is Emily Quick as well. So might be in with a chance here though is Katarina Black, who will take us into the final 5 metres in the lead. Looks like that she will continue to lead us all the way into the end, and that's exactly what she does. Katarina Black with a time of 35.47 seconds. Anne-Marie Adams coming home in second. Third place goes to Katarina Hole, as that is the official result declared for Heat 4. Here's Heat 5.
Stand down, swimmers, stand down. Take your marks.
Our penultimate heat then of the female 50-metre butterfly is underway. Perhaps maybe with the slight advantage early on is Lindsay Wright of Crawley. Also Kirsten Fowler going quite well there in lane number 5. Alice Reese-Turner of Woking isn't too far away in lane number 6. So those three at the moment leading, but now coming through in 4 is Claire Foy, who is starting to make this now quite interesting. Could be 4 with a chance here as we enter the closing stages. Claire Foy and Kirsten Fowler trying to go to the line. It looks like it might be Kirsten Fowler. It's all going to be on the touch, and it is Kirsten Fowler who does get ahead of Alice Reese-Turner in second there. Claire Foy finishing up in 3rd place. There's your official result for Heat 5. Time for our 6th and final heat.
Take your marks.
Our sixth and final heat then is underway. Looks like lane number 5, Georgia Hayne might just have the early advantage. Also going quite well is Jordan Rogers-Mills in lane number 6 as we come towards the halfway point and past it now. So lane number 5, it is Georgia Hayne of Woking who does have the lead, but also going well there in lane 3 is Amy Rahm of Crawley. As we enter towards the closing stages now, looks like it's going to be Georgia Hayne who does get the touch in 29.79 seconds. Amy Rahm coming home in second. It's Sarah Johnston who comes home in third place. There is the official result for heat number 6, and that concludes event 23, the female 50-meter butterfly. So it is that time of the weekend, everybody. It is our final event of the weekend, and it is going to be the mixed 800-meter freestyle. We have 10 heats in all to see here this afternoon. So we will just get ourselves ready for the start of the 800 free. That'll be coming up in just a few moments' time.
Testing, testing. This is a test start. Take your marks.
So we are very close to getting underway, our final event of the weekend. It is the start of the mixed 800-meter freestyle. 10 heats in all, and we're going to start with heat number 1 in a couple of moments' time. So off we go then. First of our 10 heats, with 3 competitors in this one. We have Nisa Fluss from Barnet Copthall, qualifying time of 16 minutes and 46 seconds. And we do then have Elise Claringbull as well, but Seven Oaks, she's in lane number 4, with a qualifying time of 15 minutes 23.35. And also in lane number 5, Christopher Preston of Out to Swim. It's qualifying time of 15 minutes 18.74. So again, if you are new to swimming, the 800 free, it'll be 16 laps of the pool. If you are new to watching us on the live stream, 50 metres. Pool, of course. So, yeah, do the maths there yourselves. So early doors in this first heat, Christopher Preston and Elise Claringbull both going together at this point. We have Nisa Fluss over there in third place in lane at number 3. But Christopher Preston and Elise Claringbull, both of Out to Swim and Seven Oaks respectively, will be coming into the first turn pretty close together as they make their way under the 5-metre flags. And we'll pop over together with Elise Claringbull just in an early lead. So what we'll do throughout, if you're watching us on the live stream, we'll be commentary halfway through this event, as we will be doing for all of the rest of the heats, and then we'll be with you as well for the final closing stages. So to leave you just for a brief moment or so, it is Elise Claringbull in the lead with Chris Preston in second, Nisa Fluss in third. So as we rejoin you then on commentary for this first of the 10 heats in the mixed 800 metre freestyle. Looks like Elise Clarendon has just started to try and make a little bit of a move. Still out in front. There's the split times as well. So Preston is still right there though in second. Could be a very interesting one as we head towards the closing stages of the race a little bit later on. As we approach halfway, Elise Clarendon will come into the turn and will come into the turn in front. It's about a 1:17 split time, so that's good stuff there. Very much the same for Chris Preston, who is only about 3 or 4 seconds behind now, but at least Clarendon has just started to make a little bit of a move. Floss is still there in third place. So we'll be back with you around about the 100 metre mark or so. But it is Elise Clarendon in the lead in our first heat of this mixed 800 metre freestyle. Chris Preston in second, Lisa Floss in third. So coming in then towards the final 100 metres for our leader, Miss Clarenbull, who has put some clear water between herself and Christopher Preston. She goes for her final couple of laps of the pool. Chris Preston will be coming in next to take the belt. Nisa Fluss still there in third place. So, Miss Clarenbull, 9-year-old from Sevenoaks. She has a qualifying time of 15:23. Could get close to that at this point. So she starts now her final 75 metres or so. Chris Preston probably a good 15-20 metres back or so. As Clarenbull continues to lead, as she has done throughout the entire race. We'll make the turn now at the 50-metre mark. Final turn for Elise Clarenbull. It's been a comfortable performance from her. And as I say, her qualifying time of 15:23.35. There's a chance that this could go as we towards the final 25 metres of this first heat. Chris Preston still there in second place. Nisa Fluss still there in third. So, Miss Clarenbull coming in now. I say personal best time, a qualifying time for this event was 15:23. It's going to get very, very tight if it's not going to be a new, better time than the qualifying time, but a very, very measured performance as she comes in now and takes the final touch and does better her qualifying time. Time of 15:18 or so. We'll get that up on the board. There it is, 15:19.12. So excellent stuff there for Elise. It's a brand new better time from her qualifying time, so excellent stuff for her. Chris Preston will come home in second place, and as she takes the belt, Nisa Fluss will come home in third. As Nisa Fluss comes in to complete her 800 metre freestyle, that is event and heat 1 declared. Which result there declared for that. Moving on to heat number 2 then.
Go,
Take your marks.
So the second of our 10 heats is underway. Mr. Needy from Mid Sussex goes in lane number 1. We have Suzanne Maidment of Spencer, who has taken the early lead in lane number 2. Lane Watts of RTW Masters is in 3. And Raymond of Medway Maritime goes in 4. We have Brewfield's Derek Parr in lane number 5. Tiggy Wood of Lewis is in 6. And from Epsom District, Connor Macaulay Conway completes our lineup in 7. So, Suzanne Maidment is the early leader, just ahead of Tiggy Wood in 2nd place. 3rd place goes to Connor Macaulay Conway at this very early stage of the race, and Raymond is in 4th. But Suzanne Maidment has started off well. Qualifying time for her of 14:42.54, and has settled nicely into a rhythm, as have all the swimmers in this early part of the race. Maidment will take the turn in front and lead by a good 8 to 9 metres or so as she pops over there with a 1:27.52 for the first 100. It'll be pretty tight for second in this early stage, but Anne Raymond and Tiggy Wood will be going over pretty closely together. And is Tiggy Wood in front, just from Anne Raymond, about 0.4 of a second. Connor Macaulay Conway in 4th, Lane Watts in 5th, and Derek Parr in 6th place, with Rose Dunidi in 7th, this very early stage of the race. But Suzanne Maidment has already seems to have made her break as we come up towards the 150 mark. She has the lead from Anne Raymond and Tiggy Wood in 2nd and 3rd. Number 3 now, Lane Watts. We've just passed Connor Macaulay Conway for 4th. We're back at the halfway stage. So we've reached the halfway stage then for our leader. That is Suzanne Maidment, who's gone there in a time of 6:13:40. So very, very quick first 400 of this 800 free. And Raymond and Tiggy Wood have basically been locked together pretty much for second and third throughout much of this race. And they look like they're going to be pretty close to each other once again. Also in fourth place, that is Lane Watts in lane number 3. Lane number 5, that's Derek Parr. And then we have Connor Macaulay-Conway and Rose Dunidi. So, as we hit the halfway stage for the majority of the field, Suzanne Maidment is now going over at the 350 metre turn. So we're at 450 metres, 350 to go. And Redmond is still there in second. Tiggy Wood is in third. We have Lane Watts in fourth place. Connor Macaulay-Conway will go into fifth with Rose Dunidi in sixth. But once again, it's all about Suzanne Maidment. Her qualifying time was 14 minutes and 42 seconds. We'll just watch her over this split and see how quickly she is going. Remember, it was about 6:47 was her time at the 400 metre mark. It's going to be another good split time indeed. It's going to be under 8 minutes by a considerable margin actually. 7:48 there for Suzanne. It's a split time of around about a minute and 1, which is excellent stuff at this stage of the race. She leads from Anna Raymond in second, Tiggy Wood in third, and Lane Watts in fourth. We then have Derek Parr in fifth, Connor Macaulay-Conway comes in sixth, and Rose Dunidi in seventh place. So the bell sounds for Suzanne Maidment as she goes over for her final 2 laps of the pool. Very, very quick time so far, under 11 minutes for Suzanne. Remember, like I say, our qualifying time was 14:48. So one suspects that one will be bettered. Anne Raymond is still in second place with Tiggy Wood in third position as they're about to make their way down and hear the bell for their last 2 laps. Suzanne Maidment still very much in control of this race. Lane Watts still there in 4th place. So he goes over now for his 3rd last lap. 5th place will be Derek Parr. Colin McCauley-Conway in 6th and Rose Dunedin in 7th place. But Suzanne Maidment has been outstanding, really. 400 split time was 6:47. To be fair, she's not going to be far off that for the next 400 as she enters her closing stages. And Raymond there will take the bell in 2nd position. 3rd place will be Tiggy Wood as they both take the bell. But in comes Suzanne Maidment. And she might actually go under that split time, which is very, very good indeed. Like I say, her qualifying time for this event was 14:43, and that has absolutely gone. 12 minutes 31 seconds, betters her qualifying time by 2 minutes. That is absolutely outstanding from Suzanne Maidment. Really, really good stuff there for the Spencer swimmer. Looks like Anne Raymond in lane number 4 will come home second, and Tiggy Wood in 3rd as they are about to enter their closing stages of their race. Both Colin McCauley-Conway and Rose Dunedin will hear the bell as Raymond and Wood find their way onto the final lap. So Suzanne Maidment has been brilliant in this heat, as I say. That is an outstanding time of 12 minutes and 31 seconds. In particular, the fact that it's quicker on the second 400 than it is on the first 400. Certainly would not be the case if that was me swimming. So that's really good work there from Suzanne. Coming in now for the 2nd place in this heat, it will be Anne Raymond. I think she will get underneath that 14-minute mark. And that also betters her qualifying time by about 25 seconds as well. And Raymond qualified 14:15, and she's gone under 14 minutes at 13:51, as does Tiggy Wood as well. Her qualifying time was at 14:05, and she has bettered that by around about 9 or 10 seconds. So that's very, very good work there as well for Tiggy Wood. Lane Watts will come home in 4th place. Derek Parr will be in 5th. Colin McCauley-Conway will come home 6th, ahead of Rose Dunedin. So our official result then is declared for heat number 2 of the mixed 800 metre freestyle. We now move on to heat number 3.
Take your marks.
Heat number 3 then is underway, and our lineup looks like this. Medway Maritime's Nicholas Crew is in lane number 1. Just have the slight lead at the start of this race. Laura Lopez Bonilla of Dover Life is in lane number 2. Graham Mortimer of Lewis is in lane number 3. Sharon McClellan of Hadley in lane number 4. Stuart McLennan of Hadley is in lane number 5. Lane number 6, we have Amanda Doyle from King's Cormorants. Then we have Claire Bainton of Bracknell in 7. Joanna Prance of Rushmore Royals completes our lineup in 8. Nicholas Crew still has that lead, just ahead of Claire Bainton and Joanna Prance, who pop over in 2nd and 3rd. 4th place is Stuart McLennan. 5th place at the moment is to Graham Mortimer. So, looks like the two on the outside here, maybe just taking this up a little bit as we head down towards the first 100 metres and the first 100 metres split time. And it is Claire Bainton in 7 who leads the way from Joanna Prance in 8. Not too far away still though was our leader at the 50 split mark, that was Nicholas Crew. But as we are about to head over onto the 100 metre turn, Claire Bainton of Bracknell will have the lead just from Joanna Prance. 3rd place now is Stuart McLennan in lane number 5, Nicholas Crew in 4th, Lauren Lopez Bonilla in 5th, Graham Mortimer in 6th, Sharon McLennan in 7th, Amanda Doyle in 8th. So that's where we are at this stage of the race, just past the 100 metre mark, with Bainton in the lead. So then as we reach the halfway point here for our leaders of this third heat here in the 800 free, it is Claire Bainton with the lead in a time of 6:31.82. Joanna Prance is about 3 or 4 seconds behind, but not too far behind as she goes into second there. Stuart McLennan remains in third, quite tight for fourth at this point. Maybe might be Laura Lopez Bonilla who will take the turn there in fourth place, just ahead of Graham Mortimer in third. Sharon McLennan now in sixth. Amanda Doyle not far behind all them as well in seventh. And Nicholas Crew is there in eighth place. So Claire Bainton continues to lead. We'll watch the split and watch the gap as we reach the 350 metres to go mark. Maybe she pops now. Time is 7:20. And the gap is still around about 4 seconds to Joanna Prance. So keep an eye on them too as the race develops. Looks like Bainton might just be trying to maybe make a little bit of a move and try and swim away from the swimmer next door to her on the right. Stuart McLennan then still in third place. Laura Lopez Bonilla taking the turn in fourth, just ahead of Graham Mortimer, and then Sharon McLennan and Amanda Doyle. So coming up to 300 metres to go. Claire Bainton still has a 4-second lead at the moment on Joanna Prance. See if that gap can be closed or whether it will remain or even get larger over the next few metres or so. As Bainton goes over once again, time of 8:11, split on about 136. And again, still the gap is around about 4 seconds to Joanna Prance. So the bell sounds then for Claire Bainton, who has the advantage still in this heat of the mixed 800 metre freestyle. Joanna Prance will take the bell in second place. The gap now to about 8 seconds between the two. Third place at the moment going to Stuart McLennan, Hadley, and also now battle of fourth. Still getting quite interesting. Looks like it's Graham Mortimer and Shannon McLennan as well fighting it out for third place. But Claire Bainton now starting to properly swim away from the rest of the field. Her qualifying time of 13:30 looks like that is under threat. So Claire Bainton will take the final turn and head back down towards us here at the timing end. Joanna Prance still in second, Stuart McLennan in third. Still quite close to fourth there between Graham Mortimer and Shannon McLennan. Also quite close to fifth and sixth as well between there in lane two, Laura Lopez Bonilla and also Doyle. But it is Claire Bainton who has been excellent this weekend, no doubt about that. She will come in to take victory in heat number 3 of the mixed 800 freestyle. Joanna Prance coming in there with second place. Done very, very well to hang with. Like I say, Claire Bainton's qualifying time was 13:30. It's now 13:08. So very good stuff there from Claire. Joanna Prance is also in. Her qualifying time was 13:12, so just misses out on that. But still, a very, very good swim indeed. 13:16. Stuart McLennan looks like he's going to come home in third place. Fourth place looks quite interesting and quite open actually between Graham Mortimer and Shannon McLennan. Also not too far away there in sixth, Amanda Doyle and Laura Lopez Bonilla as well. But Stuart McLennan will come home in third. It looks like that it will be Graham Mortimer just to take fourth place, just ahead of Sharon McLennan. And so they both come in towards the timing boards. And it is Mortimer just ahead of McLennan. Doyle will come in next in sixth. We have Laura Lopez Bonilla in seventh. And we have Nicholas Crew coming home in eighth. Official result declared for heat 3. Here comes heat 4.
Take your marks.
On to heat number 4 then. This is how we line up with Alistair Gibb of Team Luton in lane number 1. Donald Lee of Aylesbury in lane number 2. Maidenhead's Duncan McCready is in lane number 3. Kate King of Wickham District is in 4. Southdown Trojans Helen Andrews is in 5. Elaine Sang of Borough of Newham goes in lane number 6. And our leader at the moment, coming over right there in lane number 7 from East Anglian, is Natalie Allen. Zorica Adams in lane number 8. And Camden Swiss rounding out heat number 4. So as I say, early stages of this race. But looks like Natalie Allen has the advantage. Elaine Sang is starting to come with her there in lane number 6. Also in there as well. Maybe in lane number 1 over there is Alistair Gibb and Kate King as well. Helen Andrews not too far away either. So plenty going quite strong over this first 100 metres. But Natalie Allen will take us to that 100 metres just in front. Time of 1:25.38, about 1.2 seconds clear of Elaine Sang. Then Kate King, Alistair Gibb, Helen Andrews, Donna Lee, Duncan McCready and Zorica Adams. So as we reach the 1:25 portion of this race, it looks like it is Natalie Allen with the advantage. Elaine Sang sat there on her shoulder in second. Third place currently at the moment going to Alistair Gibb. Fourth place, Kate King. Let's see how this race develops. So as we reach the halfway stage, Natalie Allen still has the advantage, although that advantage has been cut down somewhat now by Elaine Sang as we move into the second half of this race. Third at the moment will be Kate King in lane number 4. Fourth is Helen Andrews. Fifth, Duncan McCready. Zorica Adams going over in 6th place. Alistair Gibb in 7th, and Donna Lee in 8th place. But all of the 8 swimmers aren't far away from one another. But Natalie Allen still has that advantage. Elaine Sang did cut that gap down. It was about 4 or 5 seconds on the last 100 split. Now down to 2. We'll watch the timing split as they go over now. And there's Natalie Allen, 7:04.37. Has pulled out a further 2 seconds on Elaine Sang. Still Kate King in 3rd place. Helen Andrews just get there in 4th ahead of Zorica Adams. Duncan McCready still in 6th. Alistair Gibb in 7th. And Donna Lee in 8th place. So we will be heading down towards the final 300 metres now. Again, Elaine Sang has started to close a little bit here on Natalie Allen as we move down into the 300 metre mark. It's going to be quite close this, I reckon. We'll see what happens when we rejoin you for the closing stages. Natalie Allen's lead was 4 seconds. It's now down to, once again, just under 2. So the bell sounds then into the final 100 metres. We are about to go, and Natalie Allen still has the advantage from Elaine Sang. These two have been very, very close together throughout this race. Also in action in 3rd place at the moment is Kate King. 4th place will go to Helen Andrews at this stage. Zorica Adams in 5th. We then have Duncan McCready in 6th, Donna Lee in 7th, and Alistair Gibb in 8th. So this battle has been excellent between these two. They've been pretty much in lockstep with each other throughout the entirety of this 800-metre freestyle, and we will see now just how close this gap is as we enter the final 50 metres. And it is Natalie Allen once again who leads, as she has done throughout the entire race. Now around about 4 seconds clear of Elaine Sang. Has she just put her foot down for one final time, or can Elaine Sang be able to fight back on this final 25 metres or so now? It is going to be Kate King who will go over in 3rd place. 4th place still there with Helen Andrews, but Zorica Adams isn't too far away either. It will be Duncan McCready to turn next. But now we move into the closing stages of this race, and Natalie Allen and Elaine Sang once again are locked together in the final 15 metres. Who's going to get the touches? And Sang maybe just taken over in the final stages. It looks like that she has. She's timed this one to absolute perfection, has Elaine Sang. She wins the heat number 4 at a time of 12:42.93, just ahead of Natalie Allen. And in 3rd place will be Kate King. And Elaine Sang, their qualifying time is bettered by over 10 seconds. So very good work there for her. 4th place will go to Zorica Adams. 5th place just is Helen Andrews. Duncan McCready will come home in 6th. And then it will be Donna Lee and Alistair Gibb. Official result declared for heat number 4. We're about to move on to heat 5.
Take your marks.
So we move on to heat number 5, and this is our lineup. Paul Reynolds of Faversham is in lane number 1. Laura Key of Hastings is in lane number 2. Sarah Meaves of Wickham District goes in 3. Laura Kinderman of RTW Masters is in lane number 4. As everybody pops over there, Sarah Meaves in the lead. Tony Corbin in 2nd, and also Patricia Adams Speed in 3rd. So we'll go through the rest of the lineup. Charlotte Lindsley of Reading is in lane number 5, with Trevor Clark of Kenilworth in 6. Tony Corbin, as mentioned, there in 2nd place. Southdown Trojans is in 7. And in 8 it is Patricia Elam Speed of Havant and Waterlooville. So still in the lead at the moment is Sarah Meaves, the 49-year-old from Wickham District. She is out in front. Also coming quite well there is now Charlotte Lindsley in lane number 5. She may have just taken 2nd place, but far away there is Tony Corbin of Southdown Trojan, and also Patricia Elam Speed. As we'll watch the timing boards. The Sarah Meaves goes over first at a time of 1:23.66. Charlotte Lindsley is in 2nd place. Paul Reynolds is having a very good swim up in lane number 1 to start off with. He is in 3rd place. So moving on then to heat number 5. This is now heat 5 of 10. After this, we'll be halfway through the mixed 800-metre freestyle. So Sarah Meaves just still out there in the lead, but coming quite strongly at the moment is Charlotte Lindsley of Reading. She is on the shoulder right now. Paul Reynolds as well, not too far away. But he's still in there, obviously, with a chance in this race. And so we close to the 150-metre mark. And it will still be Sarah Meaves who pops over first, just in front of Charlotte Lindsley in 2nd. Paul Reynolds remains in 3rd. So coming up then on the halfway stage of this heat, and Sarah Meaves continues to lead. She's now started to really pull away from most of the field, and under 6 minutes as well for the first 400 metres. First time we've had that today in these 800 frees. And we have Patricia Elam Speed from Haverton Waterlooville in second, just in front of Tony Corbin in third. Paul Reynolds is in fourth. Laura Kinderman is in fifth. Charlotte Lindsley in sixth. Trevor Clark in seventh place, and Laura Quee is now going over in eighth place at the moment. So Sarah Meaves is still carrying on in the lead. The qualifying time of 12:23.10. Well, if she matches her split time of the first 400, she will be going under 12 minutes, which would be a very, very good swim indeed for the Wickham District athletes. Looks like Patricia Elam Speed continues to have the advantage in terms of the second place. Tony Corbin is in third. It's going to be pretty tight for fifth as Paul Reynolds goes over in fourth. And fifth, sixth and seventh pretty much go over together. Charlotte Lindsley, Trevor Clark and Laura Kinsman, with Laura Key still there in eighth place. So as we come down towards the 300 metre mark, Sarah Meaves continues to have the advantage. And looks like it's going to be a very good swim indeed. We'll watch the split time. It's around about a minute and a half or so. It was 5:56 when she went over last time. It's just over a minute and a half there on that 100 metres. So Sarah Meaves is in the lead with Patricia Elam Speed in second. Tony Corbin goes over in third. Paul Reynolds in fourth. So the bell rings then for Sarah Meaves, and she continues to have the advantage at the moment, 10:29.12. There's a chance there, if she continues at the pace that she has been going at, she might go under 12 minutes, so we'll keep watching that one. Patricia Elam Speed remains in second. Tony Corbin having a good swim here from Southdown Trojans, nearest to us. if you're watching us on the live stream, or even if you're still here at the K2 in Crawley. Lane number 1 over on the far side, lane number 8 on the near side to us. 4th is Trevor Clark, Paul Reynolds is in 5th, Laura Kinderman in 6th, with Charlotte Lindsley in 7th. Laura Key will be going over shortly in 8th place, but Tony Corbin still there in 3rd place. So, let's watch the split time here for Sarah Meaves. It's only just under 45 seconds, which is where she needed to be if she wanted to go under 12 minutes in this competition. 12:23.10 was her qualifying time. I suspect she's going to comfortably beat that. Now is the big question, can she get under 12 minutes? And if anything, she's powering clear here to try and do so in the final 25 metres. Also, Patricia Elam's speed as well. Her qualifying time was 12:04.63. She might still have a chance as well of getting under 12 minutes. But Sarah Meaves has been out in front for most of this race and looks like she is about to go under 12 minutes, which is a very, very good swim indeed. Well, watch the timing board as Sarah Meaves comes in to win Heat 5 at a time of 11 minutes 55.71, bettering a qualifying time by over 20 seconds. Excellent stuff from her there. Patricia Elam's speed does better her qualifying time but it doesn't quite get over the 12-minute mark, but still a very good swim, 12:04.51. Tony Corbin will come in next. He'll be finishing at 12:15.69. Good swim from him. Going to be tight for 4th here, and I think it's going to go to Trevor Clark, and it is. Paul Reynolds comes home in 5th. Have Laura Kinderman in 6th, Charlotte Lindsley in 7th, and Laura Key will come home in 8th place. We'll just wait for the official results to be declared, and there it is for heat number 5. We're going to move on to heat 6.
Take your marks.
Moving on to heat number 6 then, and this is how we line up. Maida Shivik from Camden, Swiss goes in lane number 1. But Tim Price going in lane number 2 for RTW Munson. This Otter's Adam Leland is in lane number 3 with Steph Barron of Southdown Trojans in lane number 4. Callum Batten of Otter is in lane number 5 with Calvin Johnson of Crawley lane at number 6. Louise Brass of Medway Maritime is in 7, and Wild and Waves' Kelly Thomas completes our lineup in 8. So the only advantage then at the moment is with lane number 5's Callum Baton, and also as well going quite well is Tim Price as well of RTW Masters, as they are about to complete their first 100 metres, 700 metres to go. It will be Callum Baton in the lead with Tim Price in 2nd, Louise Brass in 3rd, Kelly Thomas is in 4th with Steph Barron in 5th, Adam Leland in 6th, Calvin Johnson in 7th, and Maida Shivik at the moment in 8th place. So to make a little bit of a move potentially there is Louise Brass in 7. Also still the top 2 at the moment, Tim Price in 2nd, and also Callum Baton, who is still in the lead and maybe just pulling a little bit more clear of his competitors at this stage. So 150 metres nearly up at this point. And Callum Baton, the 32-year-old from Otter, will go over in the lead at a time of 2 minutes and 0.15. Louise Brass has now moved up to take 2nd place ahead of Tim Price in 3rd, with Kelly Thomas in 4th. While we do have a moment, just want to remind swimmers who are still with us that if you haven't collected any medals yet that you do think you need to collect, please do join us up here on the gantry in the medal desk. We'll collect them before the end of the session. Makes life easier for both parties, yourselves and us, means you're not waiting in the queue at the end of the session. So please do make sure that you come and have a look at the results if you do think you are owed a medal, and come and collect that one as well. So we've reached the halfway stage, and Callum Baton is still in the lead with a time of 5:34.07. So very good first 400 there. Louise Brass is in second place, very tight for third between Tim Price and Adam Leland. Steph Barron is there in sixth place, just behind Kelly Thomas. So it is quite tight, really, in the first 2 to 6, if you like, but not at the moment for our leader, who is continuing to power on. Ida Shivik is in 7th place. Calvin Johnson goes over in 8th place at the moment. So Callum Baton will continue his quest for the win in this heat. 450 metres down, 350 metres to go. He leads the way still from Louise Brass in 2nd position. 3rd place at the moment goes to Adam Leland. 4th place now to Tim Price, with Kelly Thomas in 5th. Steph Barron is in 6th place. So coming up on 300 metres to go at the end of this lap, and time to turn. It's 5:35, the previous time for the first 400 metres. So we'll just keep an eye on this and see what the split time is on this latest 100 for our leader, Callum Baton. It is only just, but still just under 7 minutes. So around a 1:25 split time, which is very, very good indeed. Louise Brass will still stay in 2nd place as we take a break on comms. It'll be Tim Price, who is in 3rd place, Adam Leland, who is in 3rd place. Kelly Thomas is in 4th, with Tim Price in 5th. Steph Barron is in 6th. So then the bell sounds for Callum Baton as he will take the bell and go under 10 minutes for the 700 metres. His qualifying time was 11:30, so we'll keep an eye on that. Also as well, Louise Brass, her qualifying time of 11:21. It might just be under threat as well. She will go over still in second place. Adam Leland is in third place. He had a qualifying time of 11:30.31. Fourth place for Steph Barron now. Fifth place for Kelly Thomas. Tim Price is in sixth place. It looks like it'll be Ryder Shivik in seventh and Calvin Johnson in eighth. But our leader is taking his final turn. Callum Baton, as he will make his way back down the pool for one final time. Louise Brass is in second place. Alan Leland still in third. Steph Barron moving up on his shoulder in fourth. But it has been about Callum Baton throughout this race. He's been pretty much dominant from start to finish as the 32-year-old from Otta. His qualifying time was 11:30 bang on. And I suspect this is going to be broken as well by around about 19 seconds, maybe 18 seconds. Callum Baton beat his qualifying time, 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Excellent stuff from Callum Baton. Louise Brass will come home in second. Might be a bit tighter for third and for fourth and for fifth. Louise Brass, though, will come home in second. It will be Adam Leland who will take third place. Steph Barron will come home in fourth, just ahead of Kelly Thomas. And it will be Tim Price to come home in sixth, ahead of Maida Shivik, who will come home in seventh place. Calvin Johnson will come home in eighth.
Nice. It was alright. I tell you what though, keep your concentration on the middle, the third 200. It was very hot in there. It was far too warm.
Official result declared for Heat 6, here's Heat 7.
Take your marks.
So the seventh of our 10 heats is underway. We have Niels Rasmussen from RTW Masters in lane number 1. Nuala Mir Cochrane of SD to Southdown Trojan is in lane number 2. Jasmine Lambert of RTW Masters is in lane number 3. We have Mark Strassock of Berkhamsted in 4. Gordon Coots of Totnes is in lane number 5. David Wood of Wickham District is in 6. Kira Neal of Basildon Phoenix is in 7. And our leader at the first split is Nicola Bushell in lane number 8 from Faversham. So Bushell still has the advantage at the moment as we move down to the 75-metre mark of this race. Still got 3 more heats to follow after this. So if you are watching this on the live stream, do stay with us right until the end. So some very competitive 800-metre mixed swimming action. Well, we do have a second, as I said at the start of the broadcast. I want to thank everybody here at the K2 Crawley for their facilities throughout the weekend. It's been a genuine pleasure to be here. I want to thank also as well again our volunteer officials who have given up their time this weekend, and also all of our fantastic event makers who've been wearing the red t-shirts very proudly and quite rightly so throughout the weekend. Without you all being here, this event would not be possible. I also want to thank all of the athletes as well for giving up their time and for being part of this fantastic event, the 18th time that it has taken place. It's great to see so many swimmers involved in it. And also, of course, I want to thank everybody inside the K2 Crawley, all the spectators who have been with us as well throughout the weekend too. It's been very well attended, and it's great that you've joined us for what has been a very fun weekend of swimming. So coming up on the 200 mark very, very shortly, and it is still Nicola Bushell out in front. Ludmere Cochrane over there in lane number 2, possibly getting into second place, but Kieran Hill, Basildon Phoenix isn't too far away either. Mark Straczek in lane number 4 as well, going very, very well. But as we hit the turn for the 200 metre mark, Nicola Bushell in lane 8 is our leader. Ludmere Cochrane in lane number 2, Kieran Hill in lane number 3 is in 3rd place. Mark Straczek is there in 4th, Jasmine Lambert in 5th, David Wood in 6th, Gordon Coots in 7th, and Niels Rasmussen in 8th. So coming up then on the halfway mark of this 7th heat, and it is still Nicola Bushell out in front with Ludmere Cochrane not too far behind her, just under 2 seconds behind as we hit the halfway mark. Kieran Hill not far either as well in 3rd place at the moment, and it has Mark Straczek and Jasmine Lambert 4th and 5th, David Wood in 6th as well. Now to come home at the moment in 7th is Gordon Coots, and we'll have Niels Rasmussen in 8th spot. So again, Nicola Bushell has been in front for most of this heat, but Ludmere Cochrane is just starting to potentially make a little bit of move. We'll watch the split time. Again, it still remains at about 2 seconds. Kieran Hill as well, not far behind the pair of them there in 3rd place. Mark Straczek in 4th, Jasmine Lambert in 5th, David Wood in 6th, still Gordon Coots in 7th, and Niels Rasmussen in 8th place. So Nicola Bushell still has reasonably comfortably, but Kieran Hill started to get back into this swim here as we enter the final 300 metres. Also still there as well is Ludmere Cochrane. As Nicola Bushell goes over now, again the gap still remains at about 2 seconds. The gap was about 5 seconds before, and Now it's down to slightly more Kieran Hill on the leading trio, the leading duo. So Nicola Bushell still out in front, but Nuala Mir Cochrane has been very, very close to her for much of this race. We'll see how this develops as we head in towards the final 250 metres. Bushell still leads. Mir Cochrane in second, Kieran Hill in third. Final 100 metres of the seventh heat, and Nicola Bushell is still out in front with Nuala Mir Cochrane as well there in second place. Kieran Hill not far away in third either. Fourth place going to Jasmine Lambert, fifth place to Mark Strattock, as we have David Wood taking sixth place. It will be Wim Coots to come in seventh at the moment, with Niels Rasmussen in eighth. But we'll focus a little bit on this developing battle for the lead, and there has been a battle throughout this race as Nicola Bushell goes over just a second and a half now between herself and Nuala Mir Cochrane. Kieran Hill is there in third. I think she's going to get caught for third, but we'll focus on the battle here for the win in this heat. Nuala Mir Cochrane has been trying to chase down Nicola Bushell throughout this race. Nicola Bushell's qualifying time was 11 minutes 7 seconds and 34. I suspect that might be getting very close to going. Nuala Mir Cochrane's one out of interest was 11:20. That is definitely going to go. 5 metres to go, and it is going to be Nicola Bushell to take the win in 11 minutes and 1 second, bettering a qualifying time by around about 6 seconds. But very good there from Nuala Mir Cochrane, bettering her qualifying time by 17 seconds. Good stuff there for Nuala from Southdown Trojans. Kieran Hill comes home in third place. We have Jasmine Lambert in fourth. Mark Strattock will come home in fifth. David Woods in sixth. Then we'll have Gordon Coots in seventh, and Niels Rasmussen will complete our lineup in eighth. there's the official result for Heat 7, time for Heat 8.
Take your marks.
So then heat number 8 is underway. And our lineup looks like this. Sarah Pritchard of Atlantis is in lane number 1. We just have the early advantage alongside lane number 2's Chris Millard from Medway Maritime. Rachel Cooper of Potter's Bar, he's in lane number 3. And lane number 4, it is Joe Corbin of Southdown Trojans. It is Sarah Pritchard who does have the very early advantage from Chris Millard. They're in the top 2 lanes. Sarah Hempensall of Teddington is in lane number 5. Ronald Meow of Teddington also in lane number 6. And another Teddington swimmer, Jeff Ornstein, is in lane number 7. The Met Police's Andrew Collins going in lane number 8. He's coming back a little bit there, but once again it is those top 2 lanes that have started off pretty well. Sarah Pritchard and Chris Millard. We will just watch as they go over, and again it is split by not too much actually, just by less than 1/10 of a second. Rachel Cooper is in 3rd place with Andrew Collins at the moment in 4th. There's about 4 of them or 5 of them in a line. So the top 2 starting to potentially work together to go away from the field and then see if they can battle it out. Sarah Pritchard and Chris Millard are your 1 and 2 at the moment in lanes 1 and 2. It's quite tight for 3rd, all between Rachel Cooper, Joe Corbin, Sarah Hempensall, Ronald Meow and Andrew Collins. We'll be back around about the halfway stage as Sarah Pritchard continues to lead. Halfway stage then hits of this heat of the 800 metre freestyle. Sarah Pritchard and Chris Miller have basically been locked together throughout this race, and it is Pritchard who is just in front at the moment. But in the last 100 metres, we've seen Jo Corbin make a big move actually to move into third place, and she is trying to chase two leaders down at this moment in time. In fourth place at the moment, probably going to Ronald Meow in lane number 6. Also not far away, Sarah Hempenstall as well. So going quite strongly is Rachel Cooper and Jeff Orenstein. Just to let you know that for people in the older categories, they have come through with our final results for the 800 freestyle. They are feeding results as we go, so you don't have to wait to come and collect your medals. If you want to come and collect your medals, you are more than welcome to right now at the medal desk. So please go and collect your medals if you do wish to. So looking at the race that we've got in front of us, and maybe for the first time in the race, Sarah Pritchard has just put a half a body length or so between herself and Chris Miller. Jo Corbin is still right there as well in lane number 4 as we hit the 300 metres to go mark. The gap is still less than a second between the pair. Jo Corbin is moving menacingly in lane number 4 as we head towards the final 300 metres of this race. Pritchard still in the lead, Miller second, Jo Corbin still right there in third. When we were last with you on commentary, I was saying that Jo Corbin is moving menacingly, and that's exactly what she's done. She's moved into the lead right now in this final 100 metres. Sarah Pritchard still there in second. Chris Millard as well has been right there with him in third. It looks like Jo Corbin is just starting to make what could be a heat-winning move. Ronald Mio is in fourth place right now. And we have Andrew Collins in fifth place. Sarah Hempenstall as well is in sixth. Rachel Cooper is in seventh place. Jeff Ornstein at the moment comes in eighth place. So Jo Corbin, Sarah Pritchard and Chris Millard. The winner, I believe, I think is going to come from one of these three. But Jo Corbin once again is just starting to really make her move as we went to the final 50 metres. Sarah Pritchard and Chris Millard have been locked together pretty much in lockstep for the previous 750 metres. And they tried to swim away pretty much together. But Jo Corbin has timed this one, it looks like, to absolute perfection. Her qualifying time, out of interest, was 11 minutes and 1 second. I suspect that's going to be broken here, but Chris Pritchard is just starting to maybe make a move as we head in towards the closing stages. Going to be pretty tight on the touch, actually, and after all that, Jo Corbin does do in a time of 10:45.78. That is 16 seconds quicker than her qualifying time, so excellent stuff there from Jo. Chris Millard will come home in second, Sarah Pritchard in third, but all three of them should be very proud of their efforts there. That was a great swim and a great finish, in fact, after 800 metres. There's no doubt about that. Ronald Meow will come home in fourth place. Looks like in fifth place it will be Andrew Collins. Pretty tight as well for sixth and seventh. Sarah Hempstead and Rachel Cooper, they'll come in pretty much on the time together, but Sarah Hempstead gets there ahead of him, of Rachel Cooper, and Jeff Ornstein comes home in eighth. And there's the official result for Heat 8, time for Heat 9.
Take your marks.
So moving on then to our penultimate heat of the weekend, and the penultimate heat of event 24, the mixed 800 metre freestyle. Alice Dinsdale-Young of Otter is in lane number 1. We have Rob Arnold of Trafford Met in lane number 2. Our early leader is Adam Harper of Mid Sussex in lane number 3. Sean Friend of Dover Life in lane number 4. Chris Morgan of Borough of Newham is in lane number 5. Chris Freeman of Teddington is in lane number 6. Elizabeth Taff, also from Teddington, is in lane number 7. And Luke Withers of Maidenhead completes our lineup in lane number 8. So Adam Harper still has the early advantage from Luke Withers down here in lane number 8. Also going well there in lane number 4, Sean Friend will take the 100 metre turn in third place. Fourth place will go to Rob Arnold. We've got Chris Freeman in fifth place, Elizabeth Tarr in sixth, Alice Dinsdale-Young in seventh, and Chris Morgan at the moment in eighth, but still very, very early days in this race. And Luke Withers has moved on up a little bit. Looks like he may have just taken the advantage. Alan Harper still right there with them though, as is Sean Friend in lane number 4. As we'll move on to the 150 metre turn. And it will be Withers who takes the lead now. Adam Harper there in second, and Sean Friend still in third. So Luke Withers' qualifying time, 10 minutes 28.50, so we're looking to go a little bit quicker than that today. He has the advantage of coming towards that 200 metre mark, putting himself a fair bit of daylight between himself and the rest of the field. Adam Harper in second, Sean Friend in fourth, but in third now. But going well there is Elizabeth Tarr, who was making a little bit of a move in 7. As we hit the 200 metre mark, it is Withers who is in the lead, 2:34.11 for the first 200. Adam Harper is in second, and Sean Friend in third, just ahead of Elizabeth Tarr. So then at the halfway stage, Luke Withers is in the lead with Elizabeth Tarr in second place. Moving into third place now is Chris Freeman, just ahead of Adam Harper. Fifth place now goes to Rob Arnold with Sean Friend in sixth place. Stinsdale Young is in eighth place, just behind Chris Morgan as we hit the 400 metre mark. That is a good turn there from Withers again, 5:53.20 for his 450. We'll keep an eye, of course, on his fastest time, which is a 10:28.50. That was his qualifying time. As Batar goes over again, once again in second. Very tight for third between Chris Freeman and Adam Harper. But we will keep an eye on that as we enter the final 300 metres of this heat. Luke Withers still in front, Elizabeth Tarr in second. Chris Freeman is just trying to start to make a move and get into third place a little bit firmer, maybe try and chase down Elizabeth Tarr at the moment. But Withers still in the lead with 300 metres to go. Elizabeth Tarr will take the turn next in second. Going to be still tight for third, but Chris Freeman is just going to get in there ahead of Adam Harper. So then our leader, Luke Withers, will take the bell. The time of 9:16:33. It's a 1:10 or 1:11 split to try and get underneath his qualifying time. As Elizabeth Tarr goes there in second place. Third place now goes to Adam Harper, just ahead of Chris Freeman. Fifth place, Rob Arnold, with Chris Morgan in sixth at the moment. Also there's Sean Friend as well. But now it is Luke Withers who will make the turn at the 50-metre mark and will be leading quite comfortably down to the finish. We'll see what he can do in terms of this split. It's going to be very, very tough, I think, to get underneath his qualifying time, but we shall see what happens there. Elizabeth Tarr is coming home pretty strongly, but I think it's going to be a little bit too much to do from this position. as Luke Withers has led this field and led this race for the entirety, and will come home to take heat number 9 here in the mixed 800 metre freestyle. Luke Withers wins it in a time of 10:34.90. Excellent stuff from him there. Elizabeth Tyre will come home to take second place, and that time is 10:44.91, so inside 10:45. Excellent stuff again there from her. Adam Harper will take third place ahead of Chris Freeman, who will take home fourth. And going to be tight this for 6th and 7th. I think it will be Rob Arnold who will finish in 5th. It's going to be pretty tight between Sean Friend and Chris Morgan. And it's going to be Sean Friend, I think, who's going to take it just ahead of Chris Morgan. Aliston Zhou-Young to complete us in 8th place. Official result declared then for heat number 9. We now move on to our final heat of the weekend. It is heat number 10.
Take your marks.
So then our final heat of the weekend, our final heat of the mixed 800 metre freestyle. And it is Guy Armstrong of Medway Maritime in lane number 1, with Sean Callow, also of Medway Maritime, in lane number 2. Alistair Garmendia of Wild and Waves in lane number 3, with Carl Shaw, the fastest qualifier, in lane number 4. Matthew Schoen of Borough of Newham in lane number 5. Hannah Angle of Woking in lane number 6. Colin Keast about to swim in lane number 7, and Amy Barton completes our lineup in lane number 8. And we said that Carl Shaw was the fastest qualifier, and he's proving so at this moment in time. 104.65 for the first 100 metres. Matthew Schoen goes over in second place, just ahead of Guy Armstrong, then Alistair Garmendia. Sean Callow in 5th, Colin Keast in 6th, Hannah Angle in 7th, and Amy Barton is in 8th in this heat. So for the final time then, we set off on this 800 metre mixed freestyle event, and right now it is Carl Shaw proving why he has been the fastest qualifier at the moment. 150 metres gone, inside of 1 minute and 40 is 100 seconds is very, very good indeed. Second at the moment then we'll go to Matthew Schoen, and then we will have in third place now Guy Armstrong, just ahead of Alistair Garmendia. So we'll be back with you for the middle part of the race, but right now it is Carl Shaw is sure of victory, potentially. So it's Carl Shaw then in the lead as we hit the halfway point of our final heats then. Matthew Schoen still in second place. Third place right now, very, very tight between Guy Armstrong and Hannah Angle as well, who's having a very good swim in lane number 6. Fifth place at this moment in time probably is Alistair Garmendia. Just not far away though is Sean Callow over there in lane number 2 as Matthew Schoen goes over now. Then in third place is Hannah Angle, in fact, as she takes over third place out of Guy Armstrong. There's Alistair Garmendia in 5th, Sean Callow in 6th place, Colin Keast in 7th, and Amy Barton over there in 8th place. So as I said before, Carl Shaw is proving why he is the fastest qualifier. His time was 9 minutes and 3 seconds that he put up on the board. Quite tight to beat that today as we hit the 500 metre mark, but still got a bit of time there. Probably needs about 1:10 split times if he's going to go and do just that. So there's that. Matthew Schoen is now over in second, Hannah Angle still in third, Guy Armstrong in 4th, Sean Callow now in 5th, with Alistair Garmendia in 6th place, Colin Keast in 7th, and Amy Barton there in 8th place. So we're back with you for the concluding moments of this race, but right now at the moment, one thing we can say for sure is Carl Shaw is leading, and leading quite comfortably. So then it is the final 100 metres for Carl Shaw as he goes over in the lead, 8:12.12. I don't think that his qualifying time will be better, but still comfortably ahead of the rest of this field at the moment. It's going to be quite tight as Hannah Angle goes over now in second place, just ahead of Matt Schoen. Coming back down now also in 4th and 5th. Looks like it's Guy Armstrong and Sean Callow up there in lanes number 1 and 2, who pretty much go over together. Sean Callow just in front. In 6th place it is Alistair Garmendia, and then Colin Keast in 7th, and Amy Barton in 8th. So there's quite a number of competitors will hear the bell for their final laps. One thing that will not be the case is going to be for Carl Shaw, because he has put in a very dominant display in this final heat. I think he will get underneath the 10-minute mark, which is always good. Very good performance for the 45-year-old from Nottingham Leander. Carl Shaw comes in and he will win this heat very, very comfortably in a time of 9:22.10. Good swim there indeed from Carl Shaw, as the rest of the field now are on their last couple of laps. So wonderful work there from Carl. Very, very dominant swim it was from the start. to the finish. So Hannah Angle leads the Matthew Schoen, if you like, the battle for second by around about a second and a half as they head down towards the closing stages and see who will take second in this heat. It will be Sean Callow to go over in fourth, just ahead of Guy Armstrong. It's going to be pretty tight as Asagomindia goes over in sixth. Matthew Schoen is coming back at Hannah Angle as we head towards the closing stages. Who's going to get second? This is going to be a pretty tight one, but I think it's going to be Matthew Schoen who does get second place, just ahead of Hannah Angle. Good swim there from both though. Always good to leave it right to the end. Very good stuff there. Sean Callow will come home in fourth place, just ahead, I think, of Guy Armstrong. I think Alistair Gominia might have a little bit too much to do, and that is the case. And Colin Keast will come home in seventh, and rounding off our final heat will be Amy Barton.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool to the sides.
And as Amy Barton does come in there, that will be the official result for heat number 10. That concludes event number 24, the mixed 800 metre freestyle. And that concludes our weekend here at the K2 in Crawley for the Swim England South East Region Masters Open Long Course Competition. It has been a very fun weekend here in Crawley. We hope that all of you have enjoyed it. It's always been very, very good to be a part of this one for sure. So thank you once again to all of our volunteer officials throughout the weekend giving up their time. You may now leave the poolside area. Once again, a massive thank you as well to all of our swim and event makers in the red who have been with us all weekend long. A massive thank you as well to all of us here and to all of our team on the live stream as well. Without you, it wouldn't be possible to show this event on YouTube. We hope that you've enjoyed it as well on YouTube. So from all of us here, a very, very good afternoon to you, and hope you have a safe and pleasant day for the rest of your Sunday. And here of us here at the K2 Crawley, we do hope, whatever you're doing, and we do hope that it is a safe and enjoyable one. Have a very safe journey home from all of us here at Swim England South East Region. Thank you for being a part of the Swim England South East Region Long Course Masters Open Competition. From us all, good afternoon.